child, my dad was my role model, still is, and he was a builder, and I used to love going to work with him. And he had 3 daughters, and I was the only one that liked getting my hands dirty and getting stuck in, so I really enjoyed it. So I thought I needed a hands-on job.
Young people make their decisions quite early on in life about what they want to study, what careers they want to choose. So it's really important that we get out into schools when children are aged between, say, 8 and 12, and give the message across what science, what engineering and technology can do, what kind of careers they can have, how much fun it is. Studies also show that young girls respond really well to societal challenges and what they can do to make the world a better place. So we send those messages across. I'm sure we'll attract more girls into science and engineering.
I was very lucky in that I have what is called engineering capital. So my dad is an engineer, and also I liked science and maths at school. So I was one of what's called now the STEM devotees, who is probably going to go into that career whatever happens. So my own background is quite an easy path into engineering. I'm a materials engineer, so I actually did materials science at university. And yeah, I didn't have any barriers, I guess, to my own journey into engineering, which is not the same for a lot of girls. I think one of the issues we have today is that we now know that there are something like 5 different groups of of students, in fact, and the one group called these STEM devotees who will naturally go into engineering whatever you do. So the trick, if you like, is not to do all of your outreach activities for that group of girls. What we have to make sure we're doing now is encouraging the next group of girls who perhaps wouldn't think of engineering or don't have an engineer in the family already. So yeah, my own background was relatively straightforward into engineering.
I think apprenticeships are a fantastic route into the engineering industry. They are something that we see as very important to building our talent pipeline at British Gas. We have about 250 apprentices that we take on every year. And I think the benefits of an apprentice scheme are, there's lots of them. First and foremost, from a financial perspective, you earn while you learn. So our programme, for example, is a 2-year training programme, but you start earning a salary from the day that you start the programme. So you have means while you're on the job as well and while you're learning the trade. I think secondarily you join an apprenticeship typically in a group, certainly how it works in our organisation. So you join as a cohort of trainees, and that provides camaraderie, provides an instant network, a safe place to go to work, and you don't feel isolated or intimidated by joining an industry or working with more senior people when you don't really know what you're doing at first. So I think, you know, the group aspect to it's really, really important. I think also, you know, from a building confidence perspective, most apprenticeships require a really seriously heavy kind of buddying aspect to it. So you don't let loose on the job until you've done a certain amount of hours coaching and doing the job alongside a seasoned professional. So it gives you a real confidence before you're out there doing the job on your own, and I think that sets people up for success.